Iya,
Hello, Abhilash. Abhilash, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Shall we start the session?
Yes, sir. Some people not attended.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we will wait for 5 minutes because some people,
Okay,
I
sir.
think, they need to join. I think. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So shall we start now? I think most of the people already joined, so we can start now. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen. Just wait. So as you can see, yesterday we have discussed about the the parameter formula design table, and I told about the rule, and I've done the one exercise also, the threading exercise also I have done. So today we are going to cover these all the things. Is my screen visible to you all people?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Available.
Okay. Okay. So these are the things we are going to discuss today. Okay. So how can you change the color by using equal material and calculate the area using equal? So kinematic speed control, calculate distance and distance between two parts. Okay. So these all the things we are going to discuss today. Okay. And each and everything is important. Okay. So you be cautious while learning. When I was telling these things, I'm telling. So you please be cautious. Okay. So I'll start. The color change already I told you. Okay. So this one I'll tell you later. Okay. So I'll start with this. How can we change the material using EK? Okay. So second one will start. Okay. So what I will do is that I'll go to the part design. Okay. Then I'll create a sketch, normal sketch. Okay. Then I'll add some thickness on this sketch, to this sketch. Okay. Okay. So after that, what I need to do is that in order to, whenever you people are applying the material, what you are doing, you are going here. Okay. This apply material and you're selecting the part body and you are applying the material. But this time what you need to do is that by using the equal, by using the script, I mean by using the syntax, we are going to apply the material. Okay. No need to do anything. Okay. Just go to the start, knowledge where, knowledge advisor. Okay. Okay. So then after, you can see here in the right side, rule is there. Okay. So click on that tool. Okay. If you want to give any name, you can mention your name over here. Okay. Then click OK. Okay. So now what happened? It is asking me to write the script. Okay. So whatever the script I will write, okay, it will execute on this material, on this model. Okay. So here my script is how to change the material. Okay. So it's very easy, you know to understand it properly. Okay. So please make sure you please listen properly. Okay. So this is the model what I have created. Okay. So what I need to do is that, so this model means what? This is the thickness pad. Okay. So what I will do, I'll double click on this pad. Okay. This part body pad. Okay. So initially what you need to write, if, okay, if this part body pad, so this is the thickness part body pad. Okay. If the value is greater than whatever the value it is there. Now for example, what is the value? Just let me check once. No issue. So let us consider 100. Okay, I am not going to check it again. Okay, just consider that the value is 50, for example, that value is 50. So if the value is greater than 100, okay, then what will happen? Just 1 minute, I forgot to do one thing. Just 1 minute. So before before applying, writing the script, what you need to do is that you need to add the material on this. Okay, any material you add. This is the one thing I forgot to do that at the time. So I'm just adding the aluminum over here. Okay, then go to the heading with material. Okay, now it's fine. Now the material is added. Okay, I have created the model. Then after that I have applied the material also. Then what I'll do, I'll go to the start, knowledge where. This is the most important thing. You need to add the material. Okay, start, knowledge where, knowledge advisor. Okay, now what I need to do is that I'll go to the rule. Okay, then I'll not give any name. I'll just click OK. Yeah, please tell me.
Can you explain about how to choose the material, sir? It got
No,
while
I have I have selected randomly. I have selected randomly whatever the requirement, whatever the material you are looking for, you can add. Okay, I have selected randomly. There is no issue.
Yes, sir. Just I want to know.
So one option is there.
From where you have selected that material.
Okay, fine, no issue.
Yeah, thank you.
Here is the okay. Part design. Here is the tool. Okay, this is the tool. Apply material. Understood? So this is the this is the tool we are using to apply the material. Okay. Now let me go to the knowledge advisor. Okay. So I'll go to the rule. Okay. So now what I will do is that if this is the my the material the model, and I have applied the material also. So I'll double click over here. If part body / pad 1 is greater than 100 mm, for example, okay, then my material will be. So what I will do, I'll select on this material. Sorry, just 1 minute. Then after that, what I will do is that I'll select on this material, double click on the material. Okay. Part body material equal to aluminum. Okay, else whatever the material you are looking for now, okay, whatever the material you want to add now, that material you need to add over here. Else my metal will be, suppose for example, gold. So I want to now I want to add the gold material on this model. That's why I wrote gold. Okay, now click OK. Okay, some problem is there, it is fine. Make sure you should not get any problem. Okay. Just 1 minute. What is the problem? Okay, if this one is just 1 minute. Let me find out the issue. Yeah. One thing you need to remember that what I have done is that, let me tell you the mistake. The metal, whenever you are selecting, you need to select the part, not the part body. Okay. So you please, you please remember this one, very important thing. Go to the material. That's the reason it was not coming. Select the part body and now select the material. Okay. So what will happen? Previously the material was coming over here. Now just see, the material is aluminum. Okay. So the material should reflect in inside the parameter. Okay. So this is the most important thing you need to remember. Okay. You need to select the part, not the part body. Okay. So this is the previous one. This is the previous one. So start. Knowledge by knowledge advice. This time it will come. Okay. Now the same thing only. If go to the parameters and you can check from here, or else you can select from here also. Double click part body 100 mm. My metal will be okay. This time it will come. Okay. Else whatever the metal I want to add now. Okay. So I'll select it this one again. So I am looking for gold now. So what I will do, I'll select the gold. Then it's fine. Click OK. Some problem it is showing again. Just one. So here is the problem, if you are creating a small mistake also, it is going to be a huge problem. Just 1 minute. Now what you will do, go to the part, select the part 1. Okay, then start knowledge advisor. Okay, then go to the rule. Okay, now this time I will go very slowly because if I commit a single mistake also it is a problem. So if part body, select this one, double click. Okay, and okay, my material will be aluminum. So spelling also you need to write properly. Else suppose silver. This time I will take silver. Let me check. Okay, so this one I'll tell you later. Okay, maybe some problem is there. Okay, so you can skip this one because I don't want to discuss that one again and again. So this one these two we'll discuss later. So I'll tell about this calculate area and rest other things. These two things we'll discuss later. Okay, end of the session. Okay. So the next thing is calculate the area. Okay. Sometimes it happens. Okay, so maybe some mistakes are there. No issue, like we'll discuss later. That one. Okay. So this time we are going to discuss about the how can we change the how can we calculate the area by using the ECAL. Okay. I'll add the thickness. So the material we will discuss later. No issue. Okay. So as you can see. So as you can see, I have created a model. Now what I need to do, I want to calculate the area of this particular object. So let me change the, first the unit. Okay, I'll convert the unit to meter. Okay, so as you can see, I've created the model. Then after I have changed the unit. Okay, so now what I need to do is that I will calculate the area of this particular model. Okay, so for that what you need to do, you need to select the parameter as length. Okay, then go to the new parameter type. Okay, then rename as area. Okay, then after what you need to do is that it is asking for add formula. Okay, so go to the add formula. Okay, now as you can see here there are many other things are there, so go to the part measures. Okay, so after going to part measures, there are two things are there: smart weight area, smart volume. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to double click on the smart weight area. Okay, then after what you need to do, you need to select the object from here. So double click on the object and click OK. Okay, so after that, as you can see here, you click OK.
హలో
Ah,
సార్ స్లోగా చెప్పండి సార్.
Hello,
yeah.
Tapan.
So,
Tapan,
yeah.
this is Abhilash.
Yes, tell me.
You can go a
Tell me,
little
Abhilash.
bit slow. The students are unable to understand. They are unable to catch your topic. So you need to go some slow, little bit slow.
Okay, slowly. Okay, no.
Yeah. Okay, no? Okay,
Now,
Tapan, thank
okay,
you.
I'll go very slowly. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So as you can see, I have created the model. Okay. I have just created the model. I have done nothing. Then after what I did is that I have changed the unit into meter. Okay. So you all people know, I think so. How can we change the unit? Or else I'm telling you again. Okay. How can we change the unit? Go to tools. Okay, options. Okay, go to general. Then select the parameter and measures from there. Then go to the units. Okay. From there, what you need to do is that you need to select the meter. Okay. Then click OK. Fine. Now what you need to do? Yesterday I told you about the parameters, right? So you all people are aware of that. So again, what I will do is that I'll select on the formula, in order to create a parameter. Okay. So I'll select the length from here. Okay. So I selected the length, then select the new parameter type. Okay. Then give a name, suppose area. Then after what I will do is that I'll add a formula for this. Okay. Okay. In order to calculate the area. So what I'll do, I'll just click on this option, add formula. Okay. Then after, this is the dictionary. This is the member of parameters. Whatever the parameter, we have with us. So these all the things are available here. These are the members of all, whatever the, this paired, pocket and everything will come under this. Okay. So what you need to do, you need to go to the dictionary, then go to the part measures. Okay. Then there are two things are there, smart volume, smart area. Okay. So what we are looking for here is area. So what I'll do, I'll double click on this area, the second option, smart weight area. Then after, what I need to do is that I need to select the model. So I'll go to the part body, I'll select the model from here. Okay. As you can see, I have selected the smart weight area of this one. Okay. Then click OK. Fine. So it will ask you to click OK. You select yes. Then after, one pop-up window will come and then apply and then click OK. Okay. So after that, as you can see, your area will reflect on the parameter. Okay. So what I'm asking is that how can you ensure that this area is correct? Okay. So what I will do is that for that manually I will check once whether this value is matching or not. So manually what I'll do, I'll go to the measure inertia. Okay. Then I'll select the part body. So let me check whether it is matching or not. Okay. So once see the area is 0.029 meters square. So see. Okay. So this is matching. So whatever the thing we have done, it is correct. Okay. So you will now one question is that, sir, like what is the benefit of doing calculating the area through EK? So the main benefit is that if, for example, you are increasing the thickness of the model, for example, 0.04. Okay. So according to your thickness, your area is also going to increase over here. Okay. So that is the most benefited thing. Okay. So again, you no need to go, and select this option and calculating the area. Again, no need to require. So whenever you are increasing the thickness, according to your thickness, the area is also going to increase. So that is the most, valuable thing, you are going to get from this EK. How many of you understood this one? Or else again, shall I repeat or?
Sir, can you
Please let me
can
know.
you please explain with a square or something like that?
Square. Okay. That's good. Good question.
Thank you.
Okay, I will explain. Okay. I'm not giving any dimension, just I'm creating a random sketch, or else I'm giving dimension. If any. 0. Okay. So now what I will do is that I will add some thickness. Okay. Just 1 minute. Let me customize because it is missing over here. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll add some thickness onto this. Okay, now I'll calculate the area by using the equal formula, right? Just now I explained you people. So for that, what I'll do, I'll go to the formula. Okay, then you need to select the type is length. Okay, the formula type, I mean parameter type. Then you select the new parameter type and give a name, just area. Okay, then I told you that the right side you need to select this option add formula. So already the formula has been created. So what I can do is that I'll give some rename. Okay, the name has been taken already. So area 2 now add formula. Okay, now I told you that in this dictionary you need to go to the part measures. Okay, then go to the the second option smart weight area. Double click over there. Then select this part body. Okay, this is for we are going to calculate this area, right? This one's area, right? Double click over there and click OK. Click yes, okay, apply, and then okay again. Okay, so the area 2 is 0.018. Okay, meter. So let me check manually. Okay, whether it is matching or not. Go to the measure inertia and select the part body. Okay, so 0.018. Okay, so the method is correct. So the benefit is if you are increasing thickness, ultimately the area is going to change from here. Okay, so now as you can see I have increased the thickness, the area is 0.023 now. Okay, so this is the one benefit. Okay, now the next is as you can see we have covered the how can we calculate the area. Now next thing is kinematic speed control. Okay, so what can I do is that I have created one model. Okay, so okay, let me complete this kinematic speed control. Okay, we'll go sequentially, that will be better. Okay, so for kinematic speed control I have one model with me already. I have applied the kinematic join and everything. So let me open that file. Okay, I'll open this product. Okay, so how many of you ever how to give the kinematic joint and everything? How many of you ever can someone tell me? Do you know about the kinematic joint and the rest other things? How can I simulate object? Are you aware of these all the things?
No,
Can
sir.
no?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, no problem. So already I have given the kinematic joint over here. Okay, so what I will do is that I will delete this one. Okay, and I'll give a kinematic joint. I'll give a kinematic joint. Okay, sorry. Firstly, what I'll do is that I'll create a mechanism. Then after I'll give a kinematic joint. Then after we will simulate the model by using EK. Okay, I mean we'll control the speed of this object by using EK. Okay, so first thing what you need to do is that go to start. In order to give the kinematic motion, what you need to do, you need to go to the digital mock-up DUM kinematics. Okay, so just wait. I think we are already here in the DUM kinematics interface. Okay, okay, So after that, what you need to do, the next thing what you need to do is that you need to fix a object. I mean, there are two models are there, right? Two objects are there. The object which is not going to be in the motion, you need to fix that one. Okay. So this is not going to be in motion, right? So what I will do, I'll go to the fixed part. Okay. Whenever you are going to select the fixed part, it will ask you the new mechanism. Okay. So select the new mechanism and click OK. Okay. So as you can see here in the mechanism, it is showing. Then after you select the fixed part. So this is the rotatable part. So this is the fixed one. Okay. So already as you can see icon is there. So this part is fixed. Now what I can do is that I give a kinematic joint to this. Okay. So I'll go to the joint. So this one is revolute joint, right? Because this one is going to rotate, right? So revolution. So what I'll do is that I'll find out the revolution from here. Okay, the first one is revolute. Okay. So when I'm selecting the revolute joint, there are 4 things it is asking. Line 1, line 2, plane 1, plane 2. Okay. So line 1 means the center axis of the two objects. Okay. You have to align both the lines. Okay. So I'll select this line. Okay. And after that, I'll hide this one. Then I'll select the other line, the other center axis. Select and select. Okay. Then after, bring that object from I have hidden, right? Unhide that one. Then it is asking plane 1, plane 2. So plane 1 is attachment. What is the attachment on this model? Okay. So this one and this one. Okay. Then give the angle driven. Okay. Then click OK. So it is telling that this mechanism can be simulated now. Now what I'll do is that I'll simulate the model once. Okay. So for that, what you need to do is that in order to simulate that, go to simulation with commands, advanced check. Just one minute. Okay, I think there is some rectification I need to do. I think so. Okay. Just one minute. Go to the revolute joint. Select the line 1. Okay, just one. Attachment is it can be simulated. Okay. Okay, so as you can see now this model can be simulated, right? Okay. Now the simulation can be done, right? Now, how many of you understood like this simulation and the joint and what like fix and mechanism and everything? How many of you understood? Please let me know. So shall we move to the next? Okay. So as you can see, I have created the kinematic joint and I have simulated the model also, right? I already explained there is nothing is there. You need to fix the model. Then after you have to go to the revolute journey. You need to select. Then you need to give the center axis as line. Then the attachment. Attachment you give this is first phase. This is the second phase. That's it. Then after you need to go to the simulation with commands and you can simulate the model. Okay. So as you can see here, the model is moving, very fastly. I mean, there is no control on this, the revolute part. Okay, there is no control is there, right? I mean, if we can slow it from here, but we don't know like what is the maximum speed it is revoluting and something. Okay, so for that reason, what we need to do, we want to make a control over this kinematic speed. Okay, so please remember, please listen properly. Okay, so what I'll do is that start knowledge bear, knowledge advisor. Okay, so as you can see, we are in the knowledge advisor now. So for that, after that, what you need to do is that you need to go to the rule again. Okay. Okay. So what I want after that, what you need to do here is that, as you can see here, we have given a command, right? Just one minute. So this is the command. So the command is revolute angle. Okay. So this command we need to select. Okay. So what I will do is that I'll double click on this command. Okay. When you are double click on this command, what you need to do? What will appear is that this mechanism command angle, this one will appear, right? So you double click over on this. Okay. Then after this product one is not required. Okay. Then after you give a equal, this command, angle is equal to, okay. Then you go to the time. You select this mechanism. Okay, the time is there, right? So whenever you are selecting this mechanism, automatically the time will appear. Okay. So that then after what you need to do is that time is there, angle is also, as you can see, also appeared, right? So there are two things you all people can see, right? So first thing what you need to do is that you need to select the kinematic time. Okay, double click on the kinematic time. Then after write the formula. So the formula is slash. For example, for 1 second I want to rotate 3 degrees. For example, okay. So 360. How much time it will take? Okay. So 1 second I want to rotate 3 degrees. So what I'll do, 1 second into 3 degrees. I'll type over here. Okay, and click OK. Okay. After that, you go to the start again. Do kinematics in order to simulate this one, this rule. Okay. Then after go to the simulation with law. Okay. Now just see. Okay. Okay, just see. We have controlled the speed. Okay. Now, if again I want to increase the speed. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll go to the rule again. So rule is here, relation. Double click on the rule. You give some 30 degree in order to move it fast. Then again double click on the mechanism to move to the kinematics workbench. Then go to the simulation with law. Now see the difference. Okay. So we have taken the total control of the speed on our hand. Okay, by using this rule. Okay. So how many of you understood this one? or any repetition is required?
Yeah, Tapan, one of the student is asking that you can explain once again.
Okay, 1 second, he's asking me to repeat.
Yes.
Okay, no problem.
Students, if you have any doubts, you can unmute yourself and you can ask.
You can, yes.
You can call, clarify your doubts. If you are unable to unmute, please raise your hand so that we will unmute you. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so the first thing is that we have done the kinematic simulation. We have given the, I'm just deleting the rule. This one, I hope you people understood, right? How can you simulate the model, right? So for that, what you've done, we have just given the joints. Okay. After that, we have simulated it. Okay, that's it. Now, what I want to do is that I want to control the kinematic speed. Okay. So for that, go to the start, knowledge where, knowledge advisor. Okay. So after knowledge advisor, you need to write a script. Okay. So go to the rule, then click OK. Okay. Then as you can see, this is the rule editor, dialog box. Okay. After that, what you need to do is that you need to select the command. Okay. So when you select the command, automatically in the members of all mechanism command angle, it will appear. Okay. So double click on that one. Okay. Just enter, then after double click, right? Then after equal to, okay, equal to, I want to make a relation between time and angle. Okay. So for that, what I need to do is that I'll select the mechanism, then the time and angle will appear over here. Okay. So first thing what I'll do, I'll select this mechanism kinematic time. I'll double click on this. Okay. Then I'll give a slash. Okay. Then I want to give a relation. Okay. In 5 seconds, it will move. The object will move 3 degrees. Okay. In 1 second, the object will move 5 degrees. Something like that. Okay. So what I'll do, suppose 4 seconds, I want to move within 4 seconds, my object will move 10 degrees. Okay. So I have given this, the formula for 4 seconds into 10 degrees. Okay. And I'll click OK. Now what I'll do is that I'll go to the DMU kinematics again by double clicking on this mechanism. Now what I'll do, I'll go to the simulation with loss. Okay. Now I'll keep it to 0, then play forward. Okay. Then if you want to move it fast, then increase the angle. 4 seconds, 100 degrees. Okay. Now double click on the mechanism and simulate it again. So see, it will move very fast. Understood? I think now most of the guys understood, I think so. If any doubt, please ask me again. Any questions, please ask me. So that if no doubt means we will move to the next. Okay. So the next one is we have completed this area kinematic speed control. Now calculate the distance and calculate distance between two parts. Okay. These two things, after that we will cover this color and material lastly. Okay. So calculate the distance. Okay. I'm closing this one. Start part design. So first one is calculate the distance. Means I'm just telling you, I'll create a line and I'll calculate the length. Okay. So that is also another way of, So what I'll do is that I'll create a line. Okay, I'll not give any dimension, nothing. Okay, I'll not give anything. Okay, I'll calculate that this point to this point, what is the distance? I mean, I'm just calculating the length only. Okay, the other meaning is calculating the length. Okay, so what I'll do is that I'll go to the formula. Then again, you need to select the length only. Okay, new parameter type. Give length of line or distance of the 2 points you can give, but length of the line is good. Okay. Then click OK. Sorry, I have given the length of line. Then add formula. Okay. After that add formula, you need to go to the measures. Okay. So measure is you need to select the particular option. Okay. So the option is I select the length. This one 1 2 3 4 4 1. Okay. So I need to calculate the length of this line, right? So what I'll do is that I'll select double click on the sketch. So automatically it has taken the name. Okay. And click OK. Apply. Click OK. So after that you go to the parameter. So the length of line is 0.157 meter. Okay. So let me check manually whether it is correct or not. So directly what I'll do is that I'll go to the constraint. Okay. So this is the way, like by using these formulas, you can calculate the length of an object also. Okay. I think this is the clear for everyone. If any problem, please ask me if any doubt is there, so that I'll move to the next. Please let me know. Okay. So shall we move to the next? Okay. So the next one is calculate distance between two parts. Okay, the same thing only. I hope you people understood this. So you can tell me now. Okay. So for calculate distance between two bodies, right? Between two parts, it's two bodies. Okay, not parts. Okay. So what I can do is that first I'll create a body over here. Insert body. One body have selected, created. Another body also I'll create. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll right click on this body and I'll define and I'll create a model on this body. Okay. I'll create a simple object. So let me create two rectangle. Okay. Rectangle, one is rectangle, another one different one will take. Then again this one also I will define. Then again I will add some thickness to this. Okay. Now I want to calculate the distance between this point to this point. Okay. What is the distance? So what I can do is that the same thing only. I hope you all people understood previously. So you can tell me now. So click new parameter type and give the name. Distance between two parts. Okay. Now what I can do is that I will go to the add formula now. Now I'll select the measure.
11 అంటే 11 దాటికి ఒక్కో దానికి వచ్చి 450 రూపాయలు చెప్పున ఎంత అని చూసుకోవాలి.
Then the first one, okay, distance, body length. You select that one. So distance between two bodies. So you need to double click on this one, member of measures. I have already clicked, right? So what I can do is I select this body 2, double click, okay, then body 3, double click, then click OK, yes, and click OK again. Okay, so the distance is 0.095. Okay, so let me check manually. I'll select this body, 0.095. Okay, so this is matching, right? So what is the use means? If you are moving this other part, for example, I'll select this one. If I move the direction is to make sure the direction. Okay, so go to the point to point coordinates and give 0.5. Okay, for example, if I'm moving this object, automatically the distance will detect over here. Okay, so automatically it will calculate and it will give you the final value. Okay, even if it is moved also, see it has changed now. If I will bring it closer, then again that one will change. So this is the one benefit. Okay, see again it changed. So this is the the benefit of using the eCale, measuring the distance by using eCale. Okay, so any doubt, please ask me.
Sir, if you want to measure two particular points, sir, how can we do, sir?
Okay, particular point. Okay, no issue. Good question. Already I have done on that line. Okay, if you want a point also, it can be done. No problem. Okay. So what I'll do is that I'll create 2 points. One point I created. Another point. Okay. So you want to calculate the distance between these 2 parts. The same thing only is already there. Okay. Then go to add formula. Okay, then measures. See here option is there. Or point boolean. Okay, you need to select the particular one. Plane. Line, direction, point, center point. This is different, I think. Or point. Let me do this. So point 1, let's select this one. Double click. And the other point is this one. Double click. The third one I will leave. Let me check. No, it is not there, I think so. But still it is showing, see, 0.2. But there is no particular formula like that. It is not available, in order to calculate the distance between 2 points. Not there. But whatever the thing is available, you all people can try these all the things. Okay. You people try. Okay, once.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, can we derive the distance along a particular axis, sir? Particular direction?
Particular direction. See, whatever the options are available over here. Okay, you once check. If if the formula is available, then you can do that. Okay. I mean, it is all about the formula only. Okay. So if the formula is there, means anything you can do, anything you can measure. Okay. So as you can see, we have measured the area. So like that, we can measure the mass also. Okay. So no problem. If the formula should be there. Okay. So any doubt till now? So that we can cover the first and second two if there is no doubt. Any doubt, guys? So shall we start? So some people, may not able to understand, how can we change the color? Yesterday we have done, right? So what I can do is that again I'll do the color. Then after I'll come to the material. Okay. So the main problem is that while writing the script, there should not be a single mistake. If you are committing a single mistake also, you are not going to get the output result. Okay. So you make sure there should be no mistake. Okay. So I'll do the color because some people didn't understood yesterday. Okay. So what I will do is that I'll go to the start, knowledge bear, knowledge advisor. Okay. So the color change, you need to use the different tool. Okay. And the tool name is action. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, two options are there: macros with argument. It looks similar, but the features are different. So you need to select the action. Okay. So select the action. Okay. Then after, what you need to do is that you need to just one minute. You need to select the particular component. But there is my component. So this is the component, right? Part, body, and pad, right? So what I will do is that I'll double click on this pad. Then automatically it is detected, right? Okay. Then one line you need to remember every time. Dot. Okay. Set attribute string. Okay. So every first letter is capital. Set. Then again attribute capital. Letter is first letter is capital A. Rest of the things are small. Attribute. Okay. Then again string. Right. So string capital is S, first letter. Then rest are small. Okay. Then give a bracket. Start bracket. Okay. Then write color. So every capital letter is capital. Okay. Color. Then whatever the color you are looking for. For example, I am looking for red. Okay. So what I will do? I will type red. Then after I close the bracket. Okay. You please you remember this script. Okay. Then click OK. Okay. After that, what you need to do? You need to go to the relation. You need to find out the action. Okay, whatever the action I have given. Okay, you can find out the action over here. Right click, action object, and then run, and then click OK. Okay. So as you can see, the color has converted to red. Okay. Then if, for example, if someone is looking for blue, so he can go to the action again, and he can change the name. Okay, and click OK again. Then run the action. Right click, run the action. It will change to the blue. Okay. So I think most of the things we have covered, except the material. Okay. So material, I'm going to tell now. Change material using equal. Okay, this one we haven't done till now. Okay. So is there any problem with this color? Color changing. So make sure you remember this. You know the syntax. Please remember. Okay. So this is the thing you need to use. So this is fixed. This is the component. What is the component name? Then after this is the set attribute string. So this is common for everyone, every object. Okay. Then after color blue. That's it. Color and whatever the color you are looking for. That's it. Okay. So now I'm going to tell you about the material. Okay, I have created a sketch, something like this. Okay, then what I'll do is that I'll add the thickness. Okay, now what I want to add the material. Okay, so first initially what I need to do is that I need to use a material as a material. Okay, any material you need to use. For example, I will add brass. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll go to the apply material, then I'll select the part, then I'll select the brass material, brass, apply material, and OK. In order to see the material, you need to select the option from here, shading with material. Okay, so as you can see, I have applied the brass material. Okay, then next thing is that you need to know the thickness. Okay, 0.02 meter. Okay, so let me convert into the mm. Okay, the unit is important. Okay, so now what I'll do is that I need to write a script in order to change the material. So knowledge where knowledge advisor. Okay, then go to the rule. Okay, so now what I need to do, I want to change the material. Okay, so what I will write is that if the thickness, I mean the thickness is paired, right? So I'll double click on this pair. This part body thickness. Okay, if greater than 40 mm. Okay, then my material is brass. Else, okay, again you select the material. My material will be anything, any material. If you know the name, you can give. I'm just giving a material name, silver. Okay, then click OK. Maybe what is the problem? I don't know. It's not coming.
Sir, there is a space between quotations and silver, sir.
Which one?
Space between quotations and S in silver.
Just again I'm typing. If okay. My material will be equal to brass. Wait, maybe what happened is that it is not taking because we haven't created any parameter for this. That is the reason it is not coming. Okay. So what I will do is that I'll create a small parameter for this thickness. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll give a new parameter type. I'll give a name thickness. Okay. And I'll give some random value. Okay. So the thickness is also ready. Okay. Now what I'll do is that I'll double click on this pair. That's the reason it is not coming. I'm sure now. So edit formula. Now select the thickness. Okay. Now no need to select from here. Okay. Now we will directly select the thickness from here. Now what I'll do, I'll go to start. Okay. Knowledge where, knowledge advisor. Okay, rule. Okay. Now if thickness, okay, if more than okay, then my material is equal to maybe some gap is else. Again, I will double click on this. Silver. This time I hope it will come. So see, it has taken now. Okay, because I haven't created any, because randomly it is not going to select. So you need to select a thickness. Okay. So now my material is silver. Okay. If I want to change to different material, what I have to do is that suppose one painting name is I can give painting also. Okay. So DS one painting name is green. Okay. So you see and click OK. Okay. Automatically the material is going to change on the model. Okay. So any color. Okay. Any material you can give, and painting also can give anything. DS red. Okay, one painting I want to give, then I can give from here. So this is the change. We can change the material by using ecal. So what we have done is that we have written. I wrote the script, and according to the script, whatever the thing is there, it is going to reflect on the model. Okay. So this is the script. Any questions, guys? Please ask me. Any questions, guys? Please ask me related to this, all the things. So all the things we have covered today. Okay, color, material, area, speed control, distance, and distance between two bodies. Everything we have covered. So any questions, if you are getting, then you please ask me.
Tapan? Oh yeah. I would like to share something. All right, with the students.
Okay. Harian, yes.
Yes.
Please go on.
So,
just 1 minute.
yeah.
I'm stopping this.
No, you can share your screen. No issues.
No. You can continue. No issue.
Okay. So when you were having like syntax error, so even I was trying the same thing. Okay. So like everyone, like we were showing you how to change colors, right? So like we have given a formula for this. So let me see. Where's the formula? Is there any missing, Tapan? Is there anything missing from my options? I'm unable to see the formula list.
Just I think so. Nothing is missing over here.
Okay, like how Tapan has created a syntax, all right, rule. If like some length error is like, if it is more than 40, my material will be X. If it is less than 40, it will be Y. All right. So here what I have, why we are doing this. Now let's assume that everyone is like very much acquainted to mobile phones. All right. So mobile phones have like different varieties. For example, let's say that Redmi is like one of the common phones. So let's say Redmi 7, 7 Pro, 7S. So we have 3 variants, right? So like the cheapest one will have the least number of specification. All right. Sometimes what happens, you'll find that maybe like N7 Pro will have body material will be like aluminum, but whereas the 7 only Note 7 will be material plastic. All right. So that is a condition. So here with the help of EKL, what we are doing is we are giving condition for all the parameters. For example, if my material is less than 20, my material will change. All right. Material is automatically changing to aluminum. So here you can assume that if my, instead of length, you can see like my phone, instead of Note 7, it will be Note 7 Pro. Then it will be changed to automatically copper. All right. So here why we are using EKL is to make it more simpler, it to add as many conditions as possible. All right. So here if you want to add like let's say okay, first of all, is my screen visible? Is my screen visible?
Yes, Aryan, it is visible.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. How can I hide this? Yeah. Okay.
You can drag it.
Yeah. I'm not acquainted with this Zoom actually. All right. So what I was saying is we are using now, so far whatever we have done, whatever we have shown, all right, it's like to reduce your human effort. For example, nowadays you see in smartphone, we have calculator, radio, all right, and many more applications. But if you go like 30 years ago, for calculator you will find separate device. All right. For radio you'll find separate device. All right. Even for remote you'll have a separate device. Now what happened? Everything is coming into one application. So you don't have to keep on switching to one device to another for your needs. So EKL over here is similar way for your needs. All right. So here, this example, what I'm showing you is that instead of going to material, then okay, my now they're saying the customer is asking for Note 7. So I have to show them a Note 7 model where my material needs to be changed. All right. So here, just with the help of a button, simply with the help of a button, you can directly change the model itself. All right. So we will be discussing this in details in tomorrow's session. All right. We'll be showing you how exactly it is done. All right. So this is something like you all need to understand. All right. And one more thing is like, suppose many of you are very much new to like CATIA or recently going to install CATIA. So here there are some things which you need to keep in mind. So first thing what you have to do, you have to go to tools. You can see over here tools. Then you can go to options. Inside options, you'll find that some means settings. This is the settings for CATIA. All right. So for the first thing which you need to do is like, this is like mandatory whenever you do anything. All right. Like let's say like we have like first is parameters and measures. All right. In general, you'll find parameters and measure. Over here, you find tree parameter tree view. All right. Make sure that this two with value and with formula. All right. If this is not activated, no matter how many times you press FX button, all right, it will not work. Since this is like I installed CATIA yesterday, so when I tried, I faced this problem. So I'm expecting you will also face this problem if you're trying this for the first time. All right. So if you press FX, this parameter option and relation option should be visible in the tree. So how to do that? Over here, go to options. How? Go to tools. Go to tools. Okay. Go to tools, options, parameter measure. Make sure that parameter tree view is activated. This two. All right. This one, as already Tapan explained. All right. Depending on the requirement, you can change the length, time, degree. All right. For example, length, currently it is in millimeter. So it is advised that until unless it is asked, all right, you should always keep it in millimeter. All right. Mm. You can also change it to meter, centimeter, but it is very important when it is required, or else millimeter is perfectly all right. And most of the companies, all right, if you're working in any project, it is measured by with the help of millimeter. All right. So not even centimeter, it is from millimeter. I think that's about it for the setting options. Let me see whether anything else is required. Maybe in infrastructure, product structure, let me see. Yeah, and material library. You see that over here in parameters, you're finding material is equal to aluminum. So how to get this? If you go to material library, you'll find material option. All right. Here you will be getting like what all things it is required. See, if it is not showing over here in parameter, it is not showing material over here. What you can do is it will be like this. All right. You can create a material parameter when creating a part. All right. If you select this, automatically your material option will be available. Okay. Next comes product structure. No, sorry, part infrastructure. So in part infrastructure, you can see in general, you can select all these things. All right. So not only in this may not be implemented in EKL, but if you're doing something else in CATIA, these are the mandatory steps. All right. For example, in display, make sure that whatever it is over here, it is constant. Keep it constant. All right. See over here in display, parameters relationship. All right. These two again you have to highlight and select this. Okay. And suppose this is something out of the context. All right. Here you can change the axis size. Right. How? Options, infrastructure, part infrastructure. You will find the axis. So here, if I increase the axis, what will happen is my axis over here, you see the planes over here, this will increase. For example, I'll keep it to 50. All right, around 50 is okay. You see that my axis has been increased. All right, so these are the common things which you need to make sure it is perfectly all right. Okay, so tomorrow, like if no one has any question, like tomorrow we will be showing you like how we can make any model a lot easier. All right, so Tapan, I think tomorrow we'll be doing some exercise, right?
Yes, Aryan.
Okay. So tomorrow what we'll do, whatever you have discussed in this 2 days, all right, tomorrow we will be implementing those. All right, till now, till today, what we have done is we have just shown you. All right, we have just shown you how it is done. Tomorrow we'll be showing how we are implementing those things, in an actual product. Okay, so tomorrow I'm expecting a lot of questions and doubts, sir. Why it is like this? Why it is not like that? All right, and while writing the rules, you might have noticed that it is following some type of programming codes. All right, so I might, if you have worked on C programming or C++, any coding languages, so it is very much easy for you to grab this. All right, writing rules is not a very hard thing. All right, you need to know simple syntaxes. The word syntax itself is coming from the programming. All right, it's like little bit of IT type. All right, that's it from my side. I'll stop staring. Yeah, any questions, anyone?
So, Hariharan, I want to add something now.
Yeah, okay.
So, okay. So, guys, as you can see, yesterday we have done, diagram in front of you, and we have shown like how the parameter is, how we are using the parameter in a single, each and everything, even if I'm creating the helix also, I have used the, the parameters and everything. So those dimensions and everything, I'm going to show you now. Just 1 minute. Okay. So yesterday, as you can see, I have done the diagram, right? So I'll open the diagram if required. So as you can see, these are the parameters, these are the parameter name I have given yesterday, and this is the parameter name, this is the value. Okay, this is like somewhere 1.510. These are all the things I have given yesterday, and this is the parameter type, and this is the formula. And what are the things I'm going to include in the design table, it is also available over here. Okay, and which one the activity also, for activity you need to write the rule, that is also specified. Okay, so again, another thing is that these are the design table values. Okay, I'm going to share everything in the WhatsApp group if required. Okay, so M12, M16, these are the different variants and these are the different values. Okay, and then after, these are the formulas that what we have used yesterday. Okay, please see it properly. Okay, these are the formulas we have used yesterday, and this is the design table. Okay, that's it. And this is the rule also, I kept the rule also. So again, if required, means like tomorrow we are going to explain this diagram again. I mean just overall. Okay, I'll show you the diagram, the model, and what are the things I have implemented and how I have done. All the things I am going to explain for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so that you will get some good, understanding. Okay, so that's it from my side. Okay, if any questions, will you please ask.
Okay, so how many students have CATIA installed in the systems? Right.
So Fusion 360 is not going to help over here. So you need to have the CATIA software with you. Please install the CATIA. Okay, if it is not available with you, please let us know.
Okay, I think very few students have CATIA, it seems. See, one thing what I want to say is anything, all right, any webinar you're going to attend regarding design, all right, whenever it is done, you need to like cross check. You have to explore yourself. Right? So that is the first step is need to try yourself. It is not have if you are unable to do, you can contact us. Since the first step you need to have the software. So since I'm seeing in the chat like many of you don't have the software. So what I will do is I'll create a link, right, where you can download the software. I think I'll share that link in the WhatsApp group. Okay, can anyone like repaste the WhatsApp link so that I'll join that link?
Aryan, I'm adding you to that WhatsApp group. Just 1 minute.
Yeah, okay. So I will create a link, all right, so that you can download. I'll also share you a WhatsApp video on how to install those things, right? Just so that everyone can install it. If you're unable to install means that is mostly depending on you only, all right? Because it is very clear and very simple. So I'll be sharing you the link as well as the video how to do this. And I expect that everyone needs to at least open and install it, right? Then only you can able to practice. So I think we are done with the session.
సార్ ఒకవేళ న్యూ వర్షన్స్ అయినా కూడా సేమ్ ఇలాగే కోడ్ రాయాలా సార్?
I'm not sure which language is that. I think it is Kannada. So I'm not that good in Kannada. Okay. But I think whatever you have said, what I can assume is that you are asking whether it is the latest version or not. If I'm right, I'm not sure.
Sir, if I had a CATIA newer version, to write the same old code in that new version?
Yes, see. Just because, like let's say in a car, all right, just because you have a Audi or a Maruti, the gearing system will be same for most of the cars. Little bit difference, all right. But in CATIA, there is no difference in the syntax. I mean, the coding will be the same. Maybe the process might be different, but the coding will be the same, all right. So this can be the same coding can be used in CATIA V6 as well. That's the latest one, right? So there's no more latest than CATIA V6, right? In 3D experience also we can use the same syntax. Whatever we have shown you today, it can be used in 3D experience as well, right? CATIA 3D experience. I'm not sure about SolidWorks, right? That because it is a downgraded version of the CATIA, all right. Any more questions?
Aryan, shall we wrap this up?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for sir so that he can wrap up the meeting.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, by using this script and syntax, can we derive center of mass from our created product?
See, let me say that anything is possible, but you have to see whether it is useful or not. Okay. So which things like you can do it with the help of one button? Why create a code for it? Understood? Center of mass is something like you look after doing or completing the product. All right, it is possible. It is possible, but it is not like you'll keep on looking at the center of mass while making the model, right? So once it is completed, you can simply go to inertia, then check the center of gravity over there. All right, center of mass, same thing. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir.
So just keep in mind that this ETL is made to make your process little bit simpler. Instead of doing 10 operations, you can complete it within 3 operations. Understood? It is time saving application, but you have to do it very carefully. All right, or else you'll find a lot of issues, bugs. See, for example, today even experienced people also face silly mistake. Because of silly mistakes, we also face a lot of issues. All right, you need to have a real good focus, but the end result will always be satisfying. All right, so any more questions?
Can we use a kinematic speed control for nut and bolt, sir?
Of course. See, kinematics. Hello.
Yeah. Tell me, sir.
Yes. See, first thing is that you need to learn how to do kinematics before you are able to do the ETL. All right. So kinematics is, we cannot teach you complete CATIA, right? So we can teach you the part of CATIA. So there are a lot of videos. CATIA has like millions of videos in YouTube. That's what I'm saying. Curiosity is required for the students, right? If I'm saying that I learned CATIA with the help of YouTube only, right? You can look at kinematic videos, you can follow their instructions. Nothing is different. After doing that, then you can implement the ETL. All right. If you want, we can teach you the kinematics as well, but we are lacking the time. All right. We have 1 day, and you know that, right? In 1 day, you cannot learn CATIA. Okay. So if you have like nut and bolt kinematics, it is possible. All right. It is possible. And I think there is a lot of videos on that out in the YouTube as well. All right. You can just look into it. There are a lot of people who will be explaining in the respective languages as well. Okay.
So I want to mention something over here. So like you people asked, like, can we calculate the mass? Can we, give the kinematic control speed for the nut and bolt? I want to say that even you can give the thickness by using ETL. Okay. Pad, pocket, each and everything can be done. Okay. So the thing is that you should be, that much expertise in the CATIA tools. That is only the thing is required. Okay. The script and everything, script syntax and rest of the things will take care. Okay. But you should be aware of the tools. That is the most important thing is required from your side. That's it. Ramkrishna sir, can you hear me? Ramkrishna sir. Sir, today's session is completed, sir.
Okay.
Yes. So you can wrap this up, sir.
Hello, Mr. Tapan.
Yeah, yes, sir. Tell me.
Are you completed for this session?
Yeah, yes, sir. Today's session is completed, sir.
Shall we wind up?
Yes, sir. You can wind up this meeting.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Tapan and Hariharan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.